From empty land to soaring profits. Before we build the ultimate hub, we need high density demand. And how do we achieve this? Taxes. Quick shout out to our fellow YouTuber Chase to the Finish for his tips and tricks in City Skylines 2. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. This city has high rent issues, plus worker shortages. So how does the economy tab work? So last time we've explained to you how production works. Deficit is what you're importing, production is what you're producing, and surplus is what's left over. So how do we solve all of these issues across the city? Welcome to taxation. So how does taxes work? Well, the higher the tax, the less demand you're going to have, and the lower the tax, the more demand you're going to have. So what we're going to have to do with our residential taxes, we really do want a lot of well and highly educated citizens in the city. So this is where we want to lower our taxes. And running the game like this, we could probably see that our demand meter is going to change, but as well as that, more citizens are going to go through the education program. So we're starting to get a lot of demand for medium density and our office zoning. Unfortunately, we don't have any high density yet, but I think they want medium before going to high density. So with that said, let's start building a profitable city center. And luckily enough, we've unlocked a few tiles over here, and this is going to be the heart of the city. And look at the land, it's quite nice. So we've got two highway entrances. On the top part of the section here, we're going to have homes and a lot of our services. And down here will be a lot of our office zoning and commercials. Check this out, high density is skyrocketing, so we better start building up these services before all of that demand gets soaked up. So building out this area is going to be quite easy. We're actually going to be just using a lot of our grids, really. So something like this is already starting to look pretty good. So one thing we'll have to look at is a main road connect the area. So this is where the medium roads will come into play. So what I'm thinking is this road here can become a main road. And then the last thing that we are going to do around here is, well, I'm honestly thinking at some of these areas, we could probably put in a medium roundabout in here. And then over here, do we put these large roundabouts in? No, I think these ones here should be more than enough. So we're going to need to get in some services. So we definitely want to be looking at the hospitals and some of these bigger service buildings. And instead of adding a cemetery in this area, because it is going to be really, really big, I'm actually thinking of adding just in some simple crematoriums. So coming into the progression panel, we're going to take a look at healthcare. We're going to unlock the hospital, the large fire station, the large police headquarters. That's literally all we can do at the moment. Oh man, these buildings are huge, aren't they? I'm actually maybe thinking it might be best to put them in the main city. So let's just maybe look at these medical clinics over here. We can get the firehouse next door and the police station on the other side. And then the expansion to the office zoning, this actually looks pretty good. So there's a few services that we're going to have to add in. First of all, let's come into administration, because we have a city hall to build and we have a central bank to build. And I think the central bank would be really cool right at the end of here. Unfortunately, we will need to bring the land out a little bit, just like that. That can sit dead center. It'd also be good to get a city hall in the city somewhere, and we might look at it maybe like up the back here somewhere. And I think around here looks really cool. And then I've actually deleted a lot of road over here, and this is where we can put in the technical university. And man, this thing is definitely huge. So putting that in here, oh man, this is dope. Any upgrades? Workshop upgrade, extension wing, let's do that. That's going to cost us a lot of money, but it is going to give us 10% extra efficiency. Oh man, this roundabout, I tell ya, high school up the back here sure will fit. College, you know, it would have been so nice to put that college right next door. You know that. Let's delete some of this highway, put the college next door, and just like that, we're a thriving metropolis. And we've also got a university, but we're not going to worry about the university. It'd be nice to get an elementary school in over here. Things are about to get hectic. Just watch as I press play and the demand meter. Look at this. Look at that. They're just decreasing rapidly. That's crazy. But we've got lots and lots of buildings getting built up. No demand whatsoever. But look at those big buildings that are about to come along. Can't even see them. More citizens, more jobs, more education is always a good thing. So while they are doing its thing, it's also going to be important to get some public transport in the area. So what type of public transport do we want to do in the area? Well, I don't want anything on the road. I think we should do maybe a metro system. Just like that, the transportation in the new office area is done. So we are starting to see lots of office buildings coming in. We've got a few new residential buildings over here, which is good. But one thing we might actually look at instead is, yeah, we do have a lot of high density buildings over here, but I think we might rip them out and replace them with medium. And the reason I say that though is because we don't have a lot of high density demand yet. So medium could be good as a temporary measure, and over time we can just upgrade. And after a little while, the new city hub is starting to look pretty good. Check out all the offices. I've actually added in all low density in the back here, and over time we will be able to upgrade this. And look at that, medium density demand is growing. This is what happens over time. We get new demand to put into the city. This is how a city builder should work. But apart from all the cool things, let's have a look at the money, because the money is definitely up and doing absolutely wonders for us. Just to think about last video, we were pretty much losing a lot of money, and now we're making bigger money now. So this is insane. We got an 8 to 12% tax for our residential there. And if you guys want it, you can copy these taxation settings for your own city. So next time, what I'm thinking of doing is actually expanding our population over here. As well as that, it'd be nice to actually build a nice little town somewhere else on the map. And I think over here is really nice. And the reason I want to do that is I want to bring more people into the city, but then we also need more workers for the whole industry area, and of course our offices over here. Otherwise guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did go enjoy today's video, make sure you subscribe down below, and guys, I'll see you all in a new video soon.